What's good, everybody? Today, I wanted to make a video about something that I've realized about myself. So, as I talked about in my last video, I do a lot of personal reflection stuff lately, and a lot of trying to delve into my mindset and delve into learning more about myself. Because ultimately, I think it's something that if you want to become better, you have to work on yourself, right? Like, I mean, you can work on your situation in whatever it is you're doing, and you can become better at that. But ultimately, if you're not developing personally, how far are you really going to go, right? So, one thing that I've noticed is people seem to either be one of two types of people when it comes to how other people see them. And what I mean by that is, I really believe that everybody is either vanilla or they're flavored. And I'm going to tell you what I mean. I'm not talking about, well, Nash, you're white. You're definitely vanilla. Look how pale you are. That's not what I'm talking about. So what I'm talking about is vanilla people tend to, everybody kind of gets along with them. Nobody ever really hates them. Nobody ever really is like, oh my God, super excited about them. They're just one of those people who are like, they're cool, right? Like they're chill people, they're cool people, they're good people. And they're very, non-confrontational, very, appeasing to everybody they meet, right? Like they want to make everybody around them happy and at least not like, one extreme or the other when it comes to the emotional spectrum, right? But then there's flavored people, and I've realized very, very quickly, like this bastard, I realized very, very quickly that I am flavored. And what I mean by that is I like to think that I'm what they call a 90-10, a 90%, 10% person. So what that means is most of the time, 90% of people get me, right? They get my sense of humor, they get where I'm coming from, and they kind of understand that I'm a very passionate, very emotional, extreme person, right? So when I meet people, and even in my job, when I meet with people, I tend to be about a 90% ratio of people are like, all right, I get where this guy's coming from. I see where his heart's at. He's a good guy. He gives a shit. He's obviously not perfect by any stretch of the imagination, but at least he tries and at least he cares, right? And he's very passionate about what he does. And then there's 10% of people that just do not like me, that I just rub them the complete wrong way. And it used to bug me, right? Because so many people, you can get 90, let's say you have 100 people, and 90 of them tell you that, hey, I really appreciate what you do. I really can see the passion in what you do. Yada, 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 so on and so forth. And then there's always, those 10 people who just can't stand you and that you just rub them the wrong way on a cellular level, right? Like they just loathe everything about you. And I see those people every day too, but the problem with a lot of people is they tend to focus on the 10 instead of the 90, right? So, if you were to go through pretty much every YouTube video on the planet, you see that if it's a good video, it's probably got a 90% like ratio compared to dislikes. Same. Now, the problem is the 10% of people tend to be the people who comment. Okay, you see a lot of negativity, especially on the internet with comments, but even in in real life and in your business, you're going to get those people who just don't like you, and it doesn't matter what you do because you're not going to please them, right? That's just the way they are, and you guys just aren't going to get along. So you have to understand that if you're one of those people who are really passionate about what you do and you're really trying to push yourself to another level, that 10% is not going to like you no matter what you do. So, what should you do with those people, right? I mean, and really you have two options is, you can waste your time trying to get them to like you, and ultimately you'll probably end up compromising a little bit of, you'll have to kind of dim down your brightness and dim down what it is that you're passionate about in order to appease them, which is not an option for me. Or you can tell them to go do something to themselves, and it rhymes with schmuck. And that's fine. And it's really your prerogative, right? However you want to do it. I'm one of those option B people. I just, you know what? If you don't like me, you don't like what I do, GTFO, right? There's plenty of other places that you can go that you don't have to see me. And so I wanted to just make a video real quick for you guys today and just kind of think about it in your own head, is what kind of person are you? Are you a person who's very appeasing to people and you sacrifice a little bit of what makes you you, just so that there's no confrontation or there's no kind of jealousy or anything like that going on in your life because you just don't like it? Or are you a flavored person to where, you know what, this is me, I'm going to be very bold, I'm going to be very unique, I believe in what I believe, and I have no problem letting other people know? And there's really no wrong answer to this question, right? It's just more of a mental thing to think about. So I hope you guys have a wonderful Thursday, enjoy the rest of your day, and as always, see you in the next one.